Ah, what a chaotic day for our golden hero, Serafina Dawn. After surviving that whole train fiasco, you'd think she'd finally get a break. But no, the poor girl just found herself screaming at her TV. A cold wind brushes across the rooftop. How poetic, isn't it? Two figures face each other under the moonlight. One bathed in radiant gold, the other cloaked in darkness. Hero and villain, meeting again for their final act. The blonde woman glaring at me like I ruined her entire week? That's Solaris, the ever-perfect A-class hero. And me? I'm Eclipse professional villain, part-time menace, and unfortunately hopelessly obsessed with her. She points her weapon at me, eyes sharp enough to cut through guilt itself. Your game ends here, she declares. Ah, music to my ears. So here I stand, caught red-handed again. A few hostages, a sprinkle of chaos, and suddenly everyone's calling me terrorist. Please, I've done worse before breakfast. But Solaris, she's everything a hero should be. Righteous, unyielding, gloriously bright. And I, somehow, woke up trapped in her world, destined to be her eternal nemesis. But here's the secret no one knows. Every battle, every explosion, every dramatic escape, it was all for her. Not that she'd ever understand that. Good job again, hero, I say with an exaggerated clap. You're really getting the hang of this. She glares back. I don't need your approval, you piece of trash. Ah, classic Solaris. Sharp tongue, softer heart. My powers are fading fast. One wrong move and we both fall. But isn't that what makes the scene perfect? Solaris, I whisper, this is my last act. You don't have to chase me anymore. Take care. Her eyes widen. Wait. And with one final smirk, I vanish into thin air. Curtain call. Her trembling eyes linger in my memory. Tell me, dear audience, was it love or just madness wearing a cape? Either way, the show must go on. A calm, sunny day. And there I was, alone on a rooftop, doing what every respectable villain apparently does, spying through windows like a total creep. Ugh, I muttered to myself. I really need a cigarette. Not that I had when I quit after falling into this world. Imagine quitting nicotine only to pick up murder instead. Truly inspiring. Anyway, black hair, black coat, black cape, the whole mysterious edgelord starter pack. With the half mask, I look like someone who just lost a cosplay contest. But in this world, that's fashion because, my dear viewers, this isn't Earth anymore. This is Solar City, home of heroes and villains, and I, Eclipse, the self-declared villain, just respawned here after reading the final chapter of this comic. I got telekinesis and teleportation out of it. Pretty cool, right? Except, compared to the walking nukes that call themselves heroes, I'm basically a magician with Wi-Fi lag. Still, I've read the story. I know the future, so I'll play dirty. I'll take out every big villain before they ever rise. Starting with Rhino. Cut to a quiet house. Our horn-headed psycho is munching bread, completely unaware that death is standing behind him in a fabulous cape. Goodbye, Rhino, I whisper and boom. Red confetti everywhere. You... Gross? Absolutely. Necessary? Also, yes. Rhino was destined to become an S-class slaughter machine. Now he's just meat decor. And of course, I left him a little love letter written in blood, naturally. Something subtle like, to Solaris death to those worse than me. Charming, right? Cut to Solaris, A-class hero, our golden girl staring at the crime scene. Her jaw tightens. Whoever did this is going to pay. Oh, if only she knew. Meanwhile, I'm at home on the couch, watching the news about myself. Apparently the media now calls me A-class villain Eclipse. The internet? They love me. Finally, someone kills the bad guys. He's an anti-hero. Marry me, Eclipse. Ugh, please, I didn't sign up for a fan club. But there's a problem if they adore me, Solaris gets blamed. And I can't let my favorite heroine fall. So I'll fix it. I'll become the villain everyone hates. The one she can fight, defeat, and grow stronger because of. If this world needs a monster, then I'll play the part beautifully. And tonight, my grand debut begins. On every screen in the city, a masked man appears. Hello, residents of Solar City. And just like that, the curtain rises. A bright, sunny day, birds chirping, flowers pretending this is peaceful. But down by the Luma River, the water looks like it swallowed an evil grin. Two cruise ships bob along, full of vacationers blissfully unaware that their selfie session is about to become a nightmare. Then, on every screen across the city, a masked man appears and speaks like he owns the broadcasting station. "Hello, Luma City. Call me Eclipse." He boasts, brags that he took out a few big names already, and then drops the cheerful truth. Both ships have bombs. If no one does anything, they'll go up like fireworks nobody asked for. He gives the city a countdown. 10 minutes for Solaris, the A-class heroine, with the perfect hair to show up, which of course she does. Hero landing, cape flutter, everything theater perfect. She folds her arms like she's in a portrait and asks him to remove the bombs. He teases, he winks. He's filming the whole thing because vanity is an essential villain accessory. Eclipse explains the game. In each ship's captain's cabin, there's a detonator. Press 1, and that ship survives while the other explodes. 30 minutes. Panic, selfishness, chaos. He's not here just to terrorize. He's orchestrating human instinct like a twisted conductor. Solaris stares, furious and confused. She expected moral clarity. Instead, people scream, beg, and, surprise, some agitators start shouting, "Press the button, what?" exactly as Eclipse planned. The onboard panic flips the script. Rather than remaining calm and moral, the crowd tilts towards self-preservation. Back at the Hero Guild's control room, wigs are nearly snatched off. Helicopters, standing by, and B-class heroes deployed. But the cabins are a mess. People are shouting, bargaining, and utterly predictable. The president of the guild wonders aloud what's happening, and the city learns the cost of spectacle. Attention becomes the villain's weapon. Meanwhile, on his rooftop throne, Eclipse watches the chaos bloom and grins. His debut wasn't just noise, it's a lesson. He doesn't want to be loved. He wants to be the monster Solaris must defeat, the very thing that will force her to grow. So tell me, audience, do you cheer the villain who exposes human selfishness, or do you side with the hero trying to hold humanity together? Either way, the show has only begun. Chaos in a cabin is the most revealing thing about people, isn't it? Screaming, shoving, fingers trembling over a button that promises survival for some and death for others. 2 ships, 2 bombs, 2 detonators, 2 mobs of humans suddenly auditioning for survival instinct. I, Eclipse, set the stage exactly like a twisted social experiment. My agitators shout, spread panic, and then watch as rational thought melts into pure, sour panic. "Press it! Press it now!" they cry. Perfect. The plan was to turn reason into hysteria, to make selfishness spread like a virus. And yet, humans are complicated. At first, the panic takes hold. People claw and shout. Then, as minutes tick by, a creeping realization spreads. The other ship hasn't pressed anything either. Logic begins to tug at the crowd. The theater of fear starts to lose its actors. From my rooftop, I watch the display I rigged. Pre-recorded scenes, cut mobile signals, agitators doing their work. It's messy, but it's alive. I glance at Solaris across the way, golden hair, red suit, a portrait of composure, even while the world frays. She looks as pretty as ever. Dangerous, too. She expected collapse. She expected selfishness. Instead, she sees hesitation and then a speech. Under my camera's glare, Solaris steps up and speaks directly to the people. Remind them that the person beside them is someone's family, someone's hope. She calls for trust. It's simple, corny, and it lands like a warm hand on a cold shoulder. Miracle? No, direction. I planted some players in the crowd, but her words nudged fear back into sense. Tears, thrown detonators, hugs on deck. The cameras eat it up. Hero saves the day, humanity claps. I pretend to be stunned. I play my part, aghast, betrayed, theatrical. Inside, I'm calculating. If everyone praises Solaris, she grows. If she grows, perhaps she won't have to suffer the harsh arcs I read in the comic. If she grows, then maybe my role as villain becomes the sharp lesson the story needs. The rooftop wind bites, and there I am, Eclipse, laughing like a man who just lost his last brain cell. This can't be happening. Humanity isn't this noble, I scream into the night, pretending to lose my mind. Of course, the truth. The captains threw the detonators into the sea because I told them to. But shh, that's a secret between me and my co-conspirators. Across from me stands Solaris, her golden hair glowing under the city lights, expression calm, too calm. To the watching nation, it looks like her speech inspired unity. To me, it's the perfect ending to an act I directed. So I play my part. Humanity won because of you, I yell, laughing maniacally like an overdramatic stage villain. Inside, I'm dying of secondhand embarrassment. Solaris keeps her distance. She knows I'm still holding the detonators. And honestly, I don't blame her. A single twitch from me, and this whole building could light up like New Year's Eve. I bow slightly, forcing a smile. You really surprised me this time, but next time I won't go easy on you. Then, with a grin to the camera, poof, I vanish into thin air. Teleportation never felt so exhausting. Fast forward to the next day. News headlines everywhere scream about me, the telekinetic terror, masked villain Eclipse, the madman who hijacked national TV. Honestly, I should start charging royalties for using my name. The Hero Association holds a big meeting. Men in suits, folders everywhere, dramatic lighting like a cheap detective movie. They analyze my powers, telekinesis, teleportation, maybe hacking. They're not sure, but one thing's certain. I've just become their most fascinating problem. And of course, everyone notices my obsession with Solaris. They whisper, "Why her?" Even Solaris can only shrug. "I don't know," she says, pretending she's not the sun my story revolves around. Meanwhile, the great and fearsome villain. Yeah, I'm lying in my tiny apartment, groaning on the bed. Teleporting drains everything out of me. Villainy may look glamorous, but honestly, it's just a lot of planning, acting, and pretending you're not completely exhausted afterward. The curtain rises on a very pathetic scene. Our magnificent villain Eclipse lies face down on his bed. I think I'm dying," he groans. Turns out, even world-class masterminds can pull a muscle from teleporting too much. Tragic. After a glorious 12-hour coma, he wakes up, sore, rumpled, and greeted by the sight of his own masked face plastered across every TV channel. And news-wide, who is the villain Eclipse? Two experts debate his existence like he's some cryptid, part hacker, part psychic, part chaos gremlin. And Eclipse? He just stares and mutters, "Wow, Mom, I'm on TV. Oh wait, you don't exist here." Celebrity status achieved, prison sentence pending. He shuffles to his laptop in a wrinkled black robe, opens the news. And, oh dear, he's trending everywhere. Apparently, hijacking national broadcasts gets you attention. Who knew? I should have gotten sponsors, he mumbles. Maybe plastered a soda logo on those ships? The comments call him terrifying, brilliant, and unhinged. He reads everyone, grinning like a man who's both proud and tired of himself. Step 1 complete, make the world remember his name. Step 2, promote his favorite hero, Solaris. After all, what's a villain without his shining counterpart? Now the nation adores her, not for beauty but for courage. Exactly as Eclipse planned. See, he's a helpful terrorist. He stretches, cracking his back. No rest for geniuses, time for the next act. The plan? Remove rival villains. Stage new terror shows with 0 casualties, of course. Because Eclipse may be dramatic, but he's not heartless. He pulls out his phone and calls his secret partner, Rain, a pint-sized hacker with a big attitude. Hey, big bro just woke up, she chirps, see you alive? Barely, he sighs. On my way. Rain begins to fall as he walks through the city, umbrella in hand. He reaches an ordinary house, taps in a code 13 digits long, because villains never make it simple, and sinks underground on a hidden lift. Below, glowing monitors line the walls. It looks less like a lair and more like a sci-fi movie set. At the center sits Rain, legs swinging, surrounded by blinking screens. She smirks. Welcome back, boss. Easy job yesterday. Eclipse ruffles her hair. Easy! You hijacked national television. Her lips twitch upward, flattery successful. But then, her face hardens. You might want to see this. The monitors flash breaking news. Eclipse's followers launch bomb? Attacks in Inchin? His grin freezes. Followers? I don't have followers. And just like that, the show isn't over. It's only the next act. Nothing ruins a perfectly crafted public image like fans who start blowing things up. On the monitors, chaos fills the screen. Masked lunatics calling themselves Eclipse's followers, claiming devotion while setting off bombs in downtown Inchin. I, Eclipse, watch in disgust. Excuse me, my followers. The audacity. They even caused casualties. Unacceptable. I may be a villain, dramatic, dangerous, delightful, but never a killer of innocence. This isn't villainy. It's barbarism wearing my name. Beside me, my pint-sized partner Rain spins in her chair, already hacking the crisis feed. I knew you'd be furious, she says, handing me a phone. Prepped a live channel for you. Time to take the stage again. I sigh. 2 nights in a row, even celebrities get rest days. Cut to the Hero Association, pure panic. 300 hostages, an agent reports. It's Eclipse behind this. They don't know that I'm actually on my way there not to join, but to end it. Even Solaris, my golden-haired rival, watches from a rooftop, muttering, "That lunatic's streaming again, isn't he?" Yes, I am. Cue the live broadcast trending #1, comments exploding. Oh no, not again. Wait, this is live? Eclipse, you mad genius! And buried between the chaos, one message stands out. Someone stop him. Or watch history. Camera floating beside me via telekinesis, I stride into the building. Inside, dozens of copycats dressed like me, masks and all, cheering. Eclipse, our hero's here, they shout. Oh, how mortifying. Is this what fame feels like? I scan the room, hostages trembling, guns shaking. Rain's voice buzzes through my earpiece. 3 o'clock, the guy with the detonator. Perfect! Showtime! I drop my head, start laughing quiet at first, then louder until the air itself vibrates. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. You think you're my followers? The crowd freezes. Then, with one smooth motion, I raise my hand, 2 quick gunshots echo through the lobby. The leader and his detonator-wielding friend collapse instantly. Eyes, silence. Even the hostages forget to breathe. I holster my weapon, straighten my coat, and smile. Lesson 1, I say softly. If you use my name to hurt the innocent, you're not my followers. You're my next target. The chat explodes, the heroes stare, and the world realizes Eclipse may be a villain. But even villains have rules. Bullets ricochet, and when the smoke clears, only one follower remains. A trembling woman, mask cracked, tears in her eyes. Step by step I approach. She stammers, Please, I'm sorry. I tilt her chin up, peel away her mask. Pretty. Too pretty. For a moment my heart wavers, but no, stay loyal. Eclipse, your heart belongs to Solaris. I whisper, do you understand what you did? She sobs, we acted without your permission. I was wrong. Her voice breaks into full-on wailing, echoing through the hall. And from the live chat, LOL, he's trash. Is this romance or murder? Fantastic. I'm giving moral lessons and they're treating it like reality TV. Sometimes I wonder who the real villains are, me or the people watching. 300 people. 300. A whole crowd of trembling hostages staring at me like I'm some kind of final boss. To be fair, I did just wipe out 7 terrorists in front of them, so fair reaction. And the woman beside me, still crying, loudly. Wow. I rub my temple. Miss, I swear, if you don't stop crying, I will shoot you. She immediately shoves her fist in her mouth and muffles herself. Ah, blessed silence. Anyway, back to my lovely audience. I glance at the camera streaming everything live. Chat's already exploding. Is he gonna kill everyone? No way, he's apologizing. Why is this villain polite? Exactly. You're not ready for villain etiquette. I step forward, bow deeply 90 degrees, perfectly balanced by telekinesis, and declare, Everyone, I sincerely apologize for this incident. Though I didn't commit this terrorism myself, I take full responsibility. Gasps, shock, chat meltdown. Excuse me, what villain apologizes? Is this a PR stunt? Oh, but I'm not done. Each of you, I continue, will receive 1,000 credits in compensation. Please check your accounts. And the chat erupts. Hold on, he's paying the hostages? Mom, I want to be a hostage too. Is this charity or chaos? I can't help but smirk. I'll also send 10,000 credits to the families of the deceased. Don't worry, I already have your banking info. Behind my earpiece, my hacker partner Rain sighs. You really didn't have to mention the banking part, boss. Oops, too late. The crowd's silent, too stunned to move. I turn to the sobbing woman still clinging to life behind me. Come along, my dear, I say, scooping her up effortlessly. She squeaks, flailing like a startled kitten. Everyone else, I say to the hostages, have a wonderful evening. Try not to join any cults next time. Then I snap my fingers, cloak swirling, and we vanish. Camera feed cuts. Chat floods one last time. Broadcast ended. 6/10 ending, but 10/10 villain. He's literally a hero with drama issues. Cut to a cozy cafe the next day. A girl with blonde hair scrolls through the headlines on her phone. A villain who apologizes and pays damages. The rise of Eclipse. She sighs, whispering, "Eclipse? What are you really planning?" She doesn't even realize it yet, but this villain has already become the nation's newest obsession. Meet Haru Shin, third-year student, MANHWA University. Pretty, polite, and perfectly ordinary, except she's secretly the nation's top hero, codenamed Starlight. By day, she's sipping mango smoothies and pretending to study. By night, she's punching meteors out of the sky. But between you and me, her attendance record is tragic. She's skipped orientation, festivals, every single party. Basically, if there's free food, Haru's missing it. That's the price of being a secret hero. Still, her life isn't too bad. Seoul only gets hit by terrorism once every 2 weeks. Totally peaceful. Now, as she stirs her drink, she can't stop thinking about one name, Eclipse. At first, she thought he was just another egotistical freak, a brat with powers who wanted attention. A look at me, I'm so dark type of villain, her least favorite kind. But then, she saw what he did. He took down his own followers, he apologized to hostages. He literally sent them money. Money? What kind of villain apologizes and refunds terrorism? Now Haru's confused. Is he evil or just morally complicated with a flair for drama? She remembers how unpredictable he was, the kind of man who hijacks live TV just to make a point. The kind who disappears with a sarcastic smile. And worst of all, he keeps saying her name. Her cheeks flush as she mutters, "What's your deal, Eclipse? You know too much. You know villains' hideouts, bank accounts. Are you even human?" One thing's certain, he's now living rent-free in her head. And Haru vows quietly, "What? I'll find out who you are. No matter what." Cut to a basement somewhere in Seoul. A hidden lair glowing with blue LED lights and chaos. Eclipse sneezes. Tisk! Someone must be gossiping about me. A tiny silver-haired hacker looks up from her computer. Or maybe because you haven't showered, boss. Excuse me? I'm a clean villain. Their argument echoes through the lair, which now houses 3 people. Eclipse, the bratty genius hacker, Rain, and the trembling ex-follower, Subin, the girl he accidentally kidnapped last episode. Eclipse sighs dramatically. Why is my evil lair turning into a daycare? Rain rolls her eyes. Because you keep adopting strays, boss. The villain rubs his temples, muttering, Fine! Ego-based daycare it is. Our self-proclaimed villain, Eric's, is rolling on the cold steel floor, crying out like a wounded puppy. Ah, my body, my soul, my everything hurts, he groans dramatically. Across the room, the young genius hacker, Nira, doesn't even flinch. Stop being a drama queen, she says flatly, clicking away on her keyboard. You just teleported twice. You'll live. See? No sympathy in this house. You'd think an underground base filled with glowing monitors and high-tech gadgets would inspire awe, but Eric's is too busy whining to notice. Poor thing. Even villains need recovery time, you know. Oh, and who's that sitting awkwardly in the corner? A woman with long black hair and eyes that look like she's already given up on life? Soren. She was one of Eric's so-called followers. Emphasis on so-called because apparently she joined the villain fan club by accident. Nira swivels her chair, looks Soren dead in the eye, and drops a bombshell. Your parents worked for the Han-eun group, didn't they? Boom! The atmosphere changes instantly, Ace. Soren freezes, her hands tremble, and then Nira's tone softens. Not much, just a little. I'm going to destroy that company. They ruined my life. Help me do it. And just like that, tears, hugging, emotional bonding. These two just formed a sisterhood of revenge in under a minute. Honestly, I'm impressed. Meanwhile, Eric's, still lying on the floor like a forgotten blanket, just blinks in confusion. What's happening? Did I miss the script change? Ah, the chaos of teamwork. Now, 3 souls share one lair. A dramatic villain who just wants attention. A middle school genius with trust issues. and a traumatized hacker seeking vengeance. What could possibly go wrong? Beat. Everything, obviously. Our favorite over-the-top villain, Egostic, is back, this time staking out a luxurious white mansion. His target? An A-class villain known as Teleporter. The name says it all. The guy pops in and out of places like a glitching NPC, robbing banks for fun. Egostic sighs behind cover. Great, another fraud with mobility perks. Still, he knows he has to take this guy down before things spiral, like in the comic's future chapters. He taps his earpiece. Soyun, should we go in now? Her voice crackles through, equal parts genius and sass. Ha! Just follow the plan. Throw the tracker. Shoot him. Boom. Done. Egostic protests, mumbling something about spy movies and bumping shoulders. Saturn immediately cuts him off. Nope. My gadgets are faster than bullets. You just don't get science. Ouch. Ego damage too. Finally, he teleports straight into the mansion's living room and immediately locks eyes with his target. Both scream. Both panic. Both move at the same time. Egostic fires, the tracking device flies, and bam! Teleporter vanishes. Soyun yells in his ear, Tracker's on him, go, go, go! Cue the teleport chase sequence through downtown Seoul. Egostic blinks into a crowded street, cape fluttering, citizens gasping. Wait, is that Egostic? Why is he out here? He ignores the attention, scanning the crowd until he spots the bleeding teleporter stumbling away. Victory feels close. Too close. But before he can finish the job, his rival disappears again. Egostic smirks. So you want to play tag? Fine, let's dance. Meanwhile, the Hero Association's phone lines light up. Yes, hello, Egostic just appeared downtown again. And just like that, chaos spreads faster than a trending hashtag. Oh ho! Seoul streets are in absolute chaos again, and guess who's trending at #1? That's right, #Egostic. Videos are everywhere. Is he filming a movie? Run away! Dark Hero Mango Stick, take me! The internet's having a collective meltdown while Egostic is, well, chasing a bleeding teleporting maniac across downtown. Our dear fugitive, teleporter Kim Hak-chul, is barely holding it together. Blood pouring, powers flickering, yet he still thinks, why me? I only robbed a few banks and killed a few people. Oh yes, poor misunderstood criminal. But behind him, Egostic's voice echoes like a stage actor mid-performance. A-class villain teleporter, trash goes in the trash can. He's practically narrating his own boss fight while the crowd films it all like a live concert. Finally, the chase ends. Teleporter collapses, begging for mercy. Egostic smirks under his mask, then dramatically turns to the crowd. Everyone, this garbage stole billions and killed 4 innocent people. Should we spare him? The crowd screams back, kill him! And in the most ironic twist ever, the villain gets a standing ovation for murdering another villain. Bang. One shot. The applause erupts, cameras roll, and Egostic bows like a star after a theater show. Then reality hits him. Wait, why are they clapping? I'm literally a villain. He even teases the crowd. What if I shoot you all next? They freeze. He laughs. Kidding. I only kill bad guys with advance notice. Ah, yes, the gentleman villain himself. Chaotic, but with ethics. Just as he's about to leave, tired and smug, a familiar voice thunders from above. Egostic. He looks up. Golden hair. Hero Aura Stardust. Egostic sighs. Wait, why are you here again? Cue dramatic zoom, crowd gasps, and a cliffhanger fit for prime time. Ah, the sweet sound of chaos in the city. Our beloved menace, Egostic, just finished turning one A-class villain into confetti, and who decides to make a dramatic entrance? Stardust! The nation's golden girl glowing like justice itself, and glaring like she's ready to vaporize someone. Egostic looks up like a fan meeting his idol in real life. Stardust? Yes, darling, she's here, red latex, sweat glistening, pure fury. He's practically swooning, meanwhile she's about 2 seconds away from throwing hands midair. But Egostic, being the theatrical trash king that he is, starts arguing philosophy in the middle of a crime scene. Oh, I just did what heroes should have done! I'm cleaning up the trash! And Stardust nearly explodes. Her forehead veins could power a small city. And then, the crowd turns on her. Why is she scolding him? He just helped. Excuse me? Hello? Did y'all forget he's literally a villain? Suddenly, everyone's defending Agostic like he's some misunderstood sweetheart. Humanity.exe has stopped working. Realizing things are spiraling, Agostic tries damage control. Oh, I'll keep doing bad things. Don't worry, I'm still evil. Haha. And then Poofman teleports away mid-PR disaster. Cut to home base. Poor guy collapses like a drained phone battery. Sewon and Subin rush in, dragging him to his recovery pod, whining the whole way. And the moment he's finally out cold, the internet's already voting. Do you prefer the sexy villain Mango Stick or that stuck-up Stardust? Guess who's winning? Spoiler, not the heroine. Congratulations, Agostic. Oh, you've officially become the people's favorite friendly villain. Somewhere out there, Stardust is screaming into her pillow. Oh dear, citizens of chaos, our favorite villain, Agostic, is facing a crisis. He's become too loved. Yes, you heard me right. The man who blew up ships and shot criminals is now trending as Korea's favorite hero. The internet's on fire with comments like, Agostic's better than Stardust. Recruit Mango Stick as a hero. Ah yes, truly, the moral collapse of society served with a side of memes. Meanwhile, poor Stardust is getting roasted alive in comment sections. One fan even said, she's only got her face going for her. Oof. Justice may be blind, but the internet? It's just cruel. Cut to Agostic, staring at his own fan cafe with horror. Thousands of members worshipping him like he's some K-pop star. He's like, this isn't what I wanted. He wanted to raise Stardust's popularity. Instead, he accidentally tanked her reputation and became the country's new icon. Truly, the path to villainy is paved with good PR. Anyway, our overdramatic king decides enough is enough. If people won't hate him naturally, he'll give them a reason. He slams the desk, grabs his mic, and declares, time to remind everyone what a real villain looks like. Sewon just sighs in the background, already regretting life choices. And Subin, she's peeling apples like nothing's wrong, because living with Agostic means chaos is the default. Then breaking news! He's live on every screen again, standing on a windy bridge like a drama protagonist. Long time no see, my fellow citizens. Your likable villain, Agostic, has returned. Oh, he's smiling now. But something tells me this time, the show won't end with applause. Poor Stardust, the nation's golden hero, can't even scroll her phone without being roasted alive. Everywhere she looks, forums, comments, social media, it's all the same. What has Stardust even done? Excuse me? She's literally saving people between college assignments and panic attacks. But no! Ever since Agostic showed up, the public's logic has gone on vacation. He blows up one ship, defeats a terrorist, kills another villain, and somehow, everyone treats him like a celebrity. Now there's fan cafes, merch, hashtags. Meanwhile, Stardust, getting blamed for doing her job right. Even the Hero Association's smiling about it. Thanks to Agostic, things are calmer lately. Girl, I'd quit too if my coworkers thanked a terrorist for lowering crime rates. She sits there, drinking a mango frappe, wondering what cosmic joke she's living in until the phone rings. Stardust, turn on the TV. Agostic's back and he called you out again. And just like that, she's up. No more sighing, no more pity party. Time to work. Cut to Agostic standing on a cliff, broadcasting himself live to the entire country, like a drama villain with Wi-Fi. Hello, my fellow citizens. It's your likable villain, Agostic. He laughs, bows, monologues. You know, the usual while reading the chat in real time. And the comments? Utter chaos. Mango stick, mango stick, mango stick. What? Is this a fan event? Even he's regretting opening the live chat mid-terrorism. Then his voice drops. The air turns heavy. I think you've all forgotten something. I'm not a hero, I'm a villain. And to prove it, he unveils his latest project. On the train tracks below 5 people tied on one side, 1 person on the other, and a single lever that decides who lives. The legendary Trolley Dilemma live on TV. So, Stardust, he says calmly, come here, let's see your moral judgment. Millions watch, the chat's going wild, and Stardust rushing through the sky again, probably wondering how her life turned into a live philosophy class. Terrorism. Sounds easy, right? Throw a bomb, cause chaos, cue the screaming. Except our villain. Egostic treats it like an engineering thesis. He's out here carefully planning his evil, from avoiding CCTVs to finding volunteers to tie on train tracks. Real citizens? Too messy. So he kidnaps actual criminals. See? Ethical terrorism, totally fine. Even his crew is wild. Subin, quiet genius, knocks out a train driver and pilots the train herself. How? Oh, she just learned from a simulator. This girl can drive planes, trains, and probably your career into the ground. Meanwhile, Agostic's panicking, but proud. All this effort, just to make the public fear me again and make Stardust look good. He's literally risking his life to fix her PR. Then she arrives. Stardust, blonde hair flowing, landing like divine judgment. And Agostic? Starstruck. He's supposed to be evil, but he's just standing there simping. Oh, the star of the day. Miss Stardust, you're finally here. She's fuming. You punk! What the hell are you doing? Their banter sounds like two cosplayers who forgot they're in public. Agostic tries to sound menacing, waving a detonator. If you don't pull the lever, 5 people die. If you do, 1 dies. Choose wisely. Meanwhile, the live stream chat is chaos, mango stick supremacy. She's just jealous of Agostic. And somewhere in the corner, someone's spamming, release Kim Sun-woo. Stardust stands there, jaw clenched, the train roaring closer. Everyone expects her to pull the lever. But the Stardust we know, she doesn't play by that game. Instead, she charges headfirst toward the train. Egostic's team panics, thinking she's lost it. But he knows she's not here to hurt anyone. She's going to stop the train herself. And as the metal beast races forward, he screams into the mic. No way! Stardust doing a hero's choice and a villain's chaos. Both ready to crash head on. The train roared down the tracks like an iron beast, and she ran straight toward it. Everyone watching thought the same thing. She's gone mad! But not me. I believed in her. Down below, I, Lucienne, self-proclaimed villain extraordinaire, was shouting like a maniac. Wait! Era, stop! You'll be crushed! The chat was exploding with chaos. She's crazy! That train's going 140. Bro, this villain looks more panicked than the hero. They weren't wrong. I was panicking, and also a little thrilled, because this was my plan. Not for her to die, never that. I wanted to push Era, the righteous heroine, past her limits. The stronger her suffering, the stronger she becomes. That's the cruel truth of this world. And if someone's going to make her suffer, better it be me, the one who'll never truly let her fall. Then it happened. A deafening crash. Dust swallowed the world. And when it cleared, she was standing. Bruised, trembling, but standing. The crowd went wild. Era! 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 No casualties again. This villain's insane. Even I couldn't hide my grin. Yes, oh no, how tragic. When I reached her, she was barely conscious, whispering, You idiot. And before she could faint, I smiled. Good job, hero. You saved everyone. I'll take my leave. As I vanished, the internet broke out in rumors of a villain and a hero caught in a love scandal. Well, I'll take that headline. So picture this. Lucian, our ever-dramatic villain, builds a moral test straight out of philosophy class. A classic trolley dilemma, 5 lives on one track, 1 on the other. Most people panic. But Era, she doesn't pull the lever. She stops the train with her bare hands. The entire country goes wild. The internet crashes. Heroes cheer, villains sulk, and Lucian? He's absolutely losing his mind behind the camera. Not because the plan failed. Oh no, because it worked too well. Era's fame skyrockets. And for once, people are actually calling her a hero again. And just when Lucian thinks life can't get more ridiculous, a breaking news headline appears. Lucian Era, the forbidden love scandal. Cut to Lucian sitting on his couch, watching TV with a face that screams existential crisis. The hosts are analyzing his every move like it's a rom-com. Was his message written in blood? A confession? Did you see how gently he closed her eyes? Clearly, they're in love. Lucien's reaction? Throwing the remote at the screen, yelling, What kind of nonsense? Meanwhile, his tech partner Lyra is crying from laughter beside him. Turns out one of the reporters leading the love theory was actually part of Lucien's fan club, the Mango Union. He got suspended for the outburst. but also got a bonus for record-breaking ratings. And that, my dear audience, is how one villain's master plan ended not with chaos, but with the nation shipping him with his mortal enemy. The end of the world, indeed. Ah, what a chaotic day for our golden hero, Serafina Dawn. After surviving that whole train fiasco, you'd think she'd finally get a break, but no, the poor girl just found herself screaming at her TV,